Meunier is talking about how to make special effects for movies and videos. And we also have Jay's Game of the Month tonight. So stick around. This is DigiTalk. All right, everyone, welcome to DigiTalk. I'm Sarah. I'm glad you're joining us. We have a great show for you tonight, as always. We have a new segment coming your way from our new reporter, Bill Meunier. We also have Jay Marshall's Game of the Month later in the show. The show is packed with fun stuff for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to let you know how to get in touch with us if you have any questions or comments, because we want to hear from you. There are a few ways to contact us. You can find us at Facebook at facebook.com/DigiTalkShow, or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/DigiTalkShow, or you can email us at digitalk@jbdavisproductions.net. And of course, you can call us live tonight at 978-777-2720. So now is the time where we update you on what's happened in the tech world recently. As always, we have our news up first with 5 topics to run through this week. So let's get right into it. It's time for the news. Look out, iPad and Android tablets. There is a new kid on the block, and this one comes from Microsoft. On June 18th, during a special event in Los Angeles, Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer unveiled Microsoft's brand new line of tablet computers to compete with Apple and the Android market. Named the Microsoft Surface, there will be 2 different versions available to consumers, the Surface and Surface Pro. The Surface features an NVIDIA Tegra ARM processor, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage, as well as a micro SD slot for expansion. The Surface also features a 10.6-inch clear Type HD screen with a 16:9 aspect ratio. Input is covered by a multi-touch screen, touch cover, and type cover. A 2.0 USB port and micro HDMI, while connectivity is handled by Wi-Fi. The Surface Pro amps things up with a quad-core Intel i5 processor, 64 or 128 gigabytes of built-in storage, a full HD screen, and the addition of a USB 3.0 port. The Surface runs a special version of Windows called Windows RT and will run Metro Styles apps, while the Pro version features a full version of Windows 8 Pro. At the moment, availability and pricing is still up in the air, but look for it around the release of Windows 8 and expect it to cost what a comparable ARM tablet or Intel Ultrabook class PC would be. It is a bit early to tell, but with the specs announced by Microsoft, could this be an iPad killer that the PC market has been looking for? Only time will tell. Look for more info in a future episode of DigiTalk. What more can we say about the PlayStation Vita? We've talked about it before here on DigiTalk, and we thought that Sony's new handheld could beat King Nintendo's DS and 3DS. However, after all this time on the market, the Vita's sales has been anything but good. Sony is already considering a price cut to the Vita, even though the company is losing money on each system. Something to note, though, is that recently Sony released data showing that most of the sales from games are digital download. With this new data, we hope Sony will retool their market and make use of the digital downloading to get more people playing the Vita. Google recently released its transparency report. If you don't know what that is, we shall explain. Many governments around the world want Google to discontinue displaying certain things when people search for it. Sometimes Google complies and removes the search results, but sometimes it won't without a court order, effectively fighting the government. However, Google publishes the transparency report telling everybody who wanted which sites removed, for what reason, and if they complied or not. For example, according to BBC News, quote, Google said it shut down 5 accounts linked to about 640 videos from YouTube that allegedly promoted terrorism in the second half of the year, after the United Kingdom complained, end quote. However, Google did not remove a site at the request of Canadian Passport Office when it asked for a video to be taken down depicting a citizen urinating on a passport and then flushing it down a toilet. In Pakistan, officials wanted 6 YouTube videos satirizing the army and politicians to be removed, but Google refused that request as well. Facebook stock is going up. According to a CNET.com last Wednesday, the social network stock stood at $27.24. It closed yesterday at $31.41, a 15% raise in less than a week. So far, Facebook has recovered more than $10 billion of the $35 billion in market capitalization it blew off following its disastrous IPO. The increases in price may have something to do with them buying Face.com, a company that developed facial recognition software, and, like Instagram before it, has been created a big boom in its price. However, if you look back at companies like LinkedIn and Zynga, both started out low and then came up to a good price. So with any luck in the people who have invested in Facebook, the stock price will come back up. And for the last story of the day, we have news about Diablo 3. Diablo 3 has had a lot of problems. The big one is that for a long time after the game's launch, people could not log on and play the game. This is a big problem, even if you don't want to play with other people, because D3 still makes you have an active connection to the internet. However, Blizzard did not have everything working and players could not log on. Now that it's fixed, there is a new glitch. It has been reported to Kotaku and other gaming news sites that people cannot level up past level 13. However, the good news is that after looking into the official forums, people have been saying that all you need to do is change your password and you can level up again. Blizzard has yet to comment about this glitch. Coming up after the break, reporter Bill Meunier will be talking about visual effects with Adobe After Effects. In addition, we have Jay's Game of the Month coming up later in the show, Minecraft. So, you don't want to miss it. This is DigiTalk.
Diabetes has been called a silent epidemic. It's time we call it out for exactly what it is. A very serious disease that has to be stopped. This is Brett Michaels. Join us. Choose to share, act, learn, and give. Help us stop diabetes.
You say you'd give your right arm to be there for your family? Here's your chance to prove it. Have your blood pressure checked and control it to lower your risk of heart attack and stroke.
Alcohol is the leading contributor to injury and death for people under 21.
You think it's okay?
You think it's okay?
You think it's okay to buy alcohol?
To buy alcohol? As long as you take my car keys?
As long as you take my car keys?
Taking the keys?
Taking the keys won't stop me.
Won't stop me.
From hooking up?
Drinking until I pass out?
Or getting my face kicked in?
If you want to help keep me safe,
stop kidding yourself.
And stop providing.
Does peace really have a chance within our lifetime? At Rotary, we believe it does. We've created programs at universities around the world dedicated to teaching peace and understanding to a new generation. There is a new symbol for peace, Rotary. Make a difference in District 7930 Rotary Clubs in northeastern Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. Contact us at www.rotarydreams.org. Rotary, building communities, bridging continents, and making a difference with 100 years of service in Massachusetts.
It is a counterfeiter because it can print money at its own discretion.
They set the system up so that debtors are rewarded and savers are punished.
We owe tons of interest to the Federal Reserve. It's so important to understand that we need to use gold and silver.
Debt and leverage is okay, but it's when you get excessive, like the path we're on now, there's no return. I think we've passed the point, and they know it.
All of this comes together.
Welcome back to DigiTalk. My name is Sarah. I want to let you know how you can find some of our shows. I want to let you know that you can find our latest shows on DCAT's servers at danverstv.org. You'll find these shows and all of DCAT's recent shows by clicking the on-demand menu button at the top of the page. Now we have a very special guest that has come to talk to us today about Adobe After Effects. Now what do you have to say?
Thank you, Sarah. Hello, future filmmakers. My name is Bill Meunier, and I'm here to give you an inside look on how you make your video project shine. Whether you're a student trying to stand out in your class, an amateur trying to get ahead, or a pro looking for some more tips, I'm here to give you inside info ranging from the technical side, like what kinds of cameras and software to buy and how to use them, to the aesthetic side, and how to make those cameras and programs you have create some of the visual imagery you see in movies, television shows, and so much more. So sit back and get ready to make some movie magic. Summer is here, and that means one thing: big blockbuster movies. You know, with big budgets, A-list actors, and of course, visual effects. Yes, visual effects. From laser blasts to explosions, there's nothing says summer like going to a movie and watching stuff blow up. You might be thinking, why is he talking about this? There's no way somebody like me can make a movie like The Avengers, or The Amazing Spider-Man, or even The Dark Knight Rises, or any of the other big budget movies that are coming out this summer. Well, yes and no. You can't be like Michael Bay or any of the other action filmmakers out there, and you can't stage explosions and stuff like that. But I can say you can create effects like those seen in big blockbuster movies, but on a much smaller scale, with a little help from a program called Adobe After Effects. Adobe After Effects is a program that can help you replicate some amazing visual effects and interesting motion graphics that you can use in your videos. Effects like freezing time, creating lightning strikes, muzzle flashes, and yes, even an Iron Man HUD. This program can be one of the most useful programs in your editing arsenal. However, this program can't do all the work for you. You must put in your end to make the process a lot easier, and that means while you are shooting your video, you should create scenarios and shots that can aid you in your visual effects work. These shots are called plates, which are individual pieces that you need to composite together in After Effects. Coupled together with a clean plate or a plate that has nothing in the frame, this helps you in creating your effects. Another useful thing is the green or blue screen, in conjunction with the chroma key effect. This solid green or blue color backdrop is usually painted on a wall or a sheet of cloth that enables you to separate the subject from his surroundings and place it in a completely new background. Popular films like Star Wars, Tron Legacy, or a more prevalent example, Avatar, rely on these screens in order to separate their actors from their surroundings and place them in environments that you see when you go to the movies. A green screen must carefully be handled, however, while in production. You must light the frame so that A, there is no shadows or abnormalities on the screen, and B, so the lighting matches the background that you are placing the subject in. For example, if the setting is outside, then the subject must be lit as if he was outside as well, so that there are no shadows on the green screen. So, you've gotten your footage and you've put it into After Effects. What do you do now, you ask? Well, it all depends on what visual effect you're trying to achieve. And believe me, there's a whole slew of effects out there that you can achieve with this program. And it would take me a long time to explain how to get these effects. So for now, I'll mention a few websites that you can go to better help you achieve the effects you're trying to achieve. For example, VideoCopilot.net not only has a slew of visual effects tutorials out there, but it has basic training tutorials that will run you through the basic interface of After Effects. They also offer different aids that you can use to better adhere to your visual effects needs. But for now, I'll get into another important website, which is CreativeCow.net. Not only does CreativeCow.net offer After Effects tutorials, but they also offer tutorials for various other editing programs such as Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, Avid Media Composer, and various other Adobe products out there. Now, I mentioned earlier that VideoCopilot.net offers various creative resources to better suit your visual effects needs and your After Effects needs. These aids come in the form of pre-rendered footage. The people at VideoCopilot.net has graciously recorded a bunch of various elements for you to use to insert into your various videos. Now these elements can range from anything, being like smoke, gunshots, flame, fire, bullet casings, glass, explosions. Yeah, explosions. So, in the end, what does this all mean? Well, now, with the use of After Effects, as well as VideoCopilot.net, CreativeCow.net, and the various types of video footage that VideoCopilot.net offers, even you, the humble viewer, can create stunning visual effects seen in those big blockbuster movies that always have come around during the warm summer months. Visual effects don't have to be complicated. You don't need a big budget crew or a big budget production in order to create them. With time and practice, you can pull off some great looking effects with a little creative shooting, some clever techniques in After Effects, and a use of pre-keyed footage if available or needed. If you want more information on how to create these effects, you can go online to the websites mentioned in this report. Stay tuned to DigiTalk in the coming episodes, and I will explain in more detail how to pull off some of the effects you've seen here today. Soon you'll be able to go to our website at jbdavisproductions.net, or you can check us out right now on our Twitter and Facebook pages and post questions you have about visual effects and how to create your own.
Now that was pretty cool. I have to say that. So did you do all the effects in the video?
Yes, I did.
That's outstanding because they look fantastic.
Yeah.
I could never do it. I feel like.
Well, most of the effects I did in the video were done using the tutorials on VideoCopilot.net, especially the lightning strike, the time freeze, and the teleportation effect as well. And the hologram was done using a tutorial from CreativeCow.net.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks so good, and it looks so professional, and it doesn't look like someone like me could just pick it up and do it.
Well, yeah, it takes a little bit of time and practice to get the hang of it, but once you get the hang of Adobe After Effects, you can pretty much do anything with it.
That's pretty cool. All right, well, we still have more to come. After the break, we have Jay's Game of the Month, Minecraft. Find out what this game is and his ranking for it. Stay tuned. You're watching DigiTalk. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DigiTalk. Hope you guys are having fun out there. I know I am. Now, before we get to Jay's Game of the Month, I want to let you know that you can help out on the show by becoming a member of DCAT by taking a couple of production classes if you live here in Danvers. Just come to DCAT and let us know, or you can email us at digitalk@jbproductions.net. This is a great opportunity for those who wish to get into the news business, or for those who just want to have a taste of what it would be like to be part of a fast-paced show. Come join our crew and be part of the fun. All right, now Jay has a game for us that he has reviewed, and we have a video because he wasn't able to be here with us tonight. So let's see what Jay has to say.
Hello DigiTalk viewers. For this week's game review, we will be taking a look at the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. Minecraft has been a popular game on the PC for quite some time, and a special Xbox version was released by 4J Studios alongside Mojang and Microsoft Studios. The game is so popular that there are also versions for iOS devices. The Xbox 360 version was released on the Xbox Live Arcade on May 9th for 1,600 points or $20, which makes it one of the most expensive games for sale on the arcade marketplace. I have to admit that I was a little skeptical about buying this game to play alongside my friends on our annual Friday game night, but it turns out that I am having a blast. When I first saw it, it really seemed geared towards a younger audience and also didn't seem like the typical game I would play. I had been familiar with it because of my daughters, and I sort of just wrote it off at first glance. However, the more I play, the more addicted to it I become. Like the PC version and iOS versions, the gameplay is the same in the Xbox 360 version, where the objective is to build virtual environments in a sandbox type of environment. The main goal is to build houses or fortresses to protect you from the onslaught of monsters that hunt you, as well as to explore the environment to craft new tools and other resources to progress throughout the game. It sounds simple, but the gameplay is surprisingly deep. As I previously stated, the Xbox version is identical to other editions of the game, but is more akin to the beta 1.1.6 version found on the PC, rather than the newer PC version of 1.2.5. However, Microsoft promises some big DLC content over the next few months to catch up to the PC version. Some other things that differentiate the Xbox version is promised Kinect incorporation, a different but equally easy crafting system, and a few achievements for all those looking to increase their game score. There is also a tutorial mode, which I found essential to learning the basics of the game. The world sizes are a bit smaller than the PC version. However, I found that there was so much to do and explore that the size of the world was never an issue. The game does support split screen, but is more fun to play online with up to 4 players. My friends and I have been playing for about a month and have created quite an environment, and there is still so much to do and explore. This brings me to my scores. As far as graphics go, they look like something from the early 90s video games, and the music is there, but a bit underwhelming in terms of dynamics. However, the gameplay and replay value make the game worth checking out. My final scores for Minecraft are 6s each for graphics and sound, and gameplay and replay value each get a 9. These average out to a final score of 8 out of 10. Check out Minecraft today and contact me here at DigiTalk to let me know what you think at digitalk@jbdavisproductions.net. And we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you so much, Jay, for that fantastic game ranking. Now, I think that we're all going to try that out. I think that sounds like a great game to at least try out once. All right, well, I just wanted to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. We covered a lot of great news articles, lots of different things going on in the world. Thank goodness Google isn't giving in to governments. That's always good. But there's also a few ways that you can contact us. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/DigiTalkShow, or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/DigiTalkShow, or you can email us at digitalkshow@jbdavisproductions.net. Stay tuned to DCAT for Off the Shelf coming up at 9:30. Just a heads up, we are taking a break next time to celebrate Independence Day. So, from all of us here at DigiTalk, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 4 weeks on July 18th. Have a happy 4th of July, everyone.